What's good, YouTube fight fans all over the world? It's your boy, Real Talk Boxing, and I am back at you again. Listen, shout out to Sky the Great TV for reminding me that Anthony Yarde was fighting Lyndon Arthur today. So, Sky the Great, thank you, my brother. He commented below on one of my previous videos and reminded me of that. And I will be watching that fight today. Here's my take on this fight, my breakdown, and I'm going to judge this on a similar fighter that they both fought, and that is Dex Spellman. Now, Spellman is a very, very game, blood and guts type fighter. There's no quit in him. There's no quit in him. And there were two different outcomes with both of them, Arthur and Yarde, fighting Spellman. I mean, the obvious outcome was they both beat him. But the fashion of the victory was different, okay? So let's start out with Lyndon Arthur. Lyndon Arthur is a, tall, rangy guy, big guy. He is a very, very good fighter fighting off the back foot. He knows how to do that. He knows how to keep his distance. And he's a counterpuncher, but he's a counterpuncher in combinations. He's not a counterpuncher with a one-shot or a two-shot combination like my man Yarde is. And when he fought Spellman, Spellman brought it to him. Spellman actually took everything that he threw at him, but it was just a landslide, I mean, there was nothing really that Spellman could do to hurt him, but he actually couldn't hurt Spellman. So there is a lack of power. He's very strategic with his combinations. Not every shot is thrown with the intent to knock your block off, but they're hard shots nevertheless. Not near the power of Yarde. Now, there are some things that Arthur does that I don't like, and it would lead him into grave danger should he do it against Yarde. He does have a tendency to fight against the ropes when he really doesn't need to. I think that's because he needs breaks. When you see Arthur go to the ropes, I think it's because he's needing a break. He's needing a breather. And he can also counter combination punch off those ropes really, really well too, especially if his opponent's not hurting him. But on the back foot, he's great. He's really, really great. He shoots the jab. He has a really, really good jab. But that's one thing that he does wrong, is lay up against those ropes too much. And against a powerful fighter like Yarde, that's a no-no. And another thing that he does, which I cannot stand, listen to me, I cannot stand, the worst punch you can throw as a boxer is an uppercut from the outside. He got away with it with Spellman because Spellman couldn't counter it. The worst punch you can throw on the outside is an uppercut. For any boxer, it does not matter. And Arthur does that. He does it well, but against certain fighters. If he throws that uppercut from the outside, he will get countered by a left hook from Yarde. So you already know where I'm going with this, all right? I like Arthur. I think Arthur's a really, really good fighter. I don't think he has the power to hurt Yarde, but I could be wrong. And you can only fight off the back foot for so long until you get in that corner or on that rope, on those ropes, before some serious damage happens to you. Because if you lay on the ropes against Yarde, he's going to bring the house of pain. So let's talk about my man, Anthony Yarde, Lions in the camp. I am a huge fan of Anthony Yarde, man, and I need to be doing more videos about this guy. He is explosive, very explosive. Him, too, fought Spellman and stopped Spellman in a controversial 6-round TKO. I honestly think Spellman could have continued. He didn't seem hurt. He went down at will to get that 8 count and pop right back up. Was the fight prematurely stopped? Yes, of course it was. But I do believe in the next round or two, it was going to be a very, very, very bad stoppage. So I would have rather seen that than a premature stoppage with Yarde, because you always leave, when you have a premature stoppage, you always leave doubt. You always leave questions in people's head like, what would have happened? Would Spellman would have come back, or would Yarde have knocked him out anyway? Definitely Yarde would have knocked him out anyway. But Yarde is a counterpuncher. He's the phone booth type fighter in the pocket. You understand me? He catches punches and he shoots. He slips and he shoots. 1, 2, 3 punch combinations. His volume isn't that great, but his power and his precision and his counterpunching ability is out of this world. So I think he's going to have some problems with that good fighter who fights off the back foot really well for about 4 to 5 rounds. 3, 4, 5 rounds. But after he starts catching up to Arthur, and Arthur starts putting up those earmuffs up against those ropes, that's when a house of pain will be brought upon Arthur. Most definitely. So I'm picking Yarde to win, and I'm going to say TKO stoppage, and I'm going to say 8th, 9th, 10th round. But I will be watching that fight. And if you guys are interested in me doing a live feed on that fight, comment below and let me know. If I can get 10 people that says, hey man, we would love to see a live stream during that fight, then I will come to you live stream during that main event fight. I honestly don't like doing whole cards because that's a lot of time, between. And I always get questions like, when's the main event? When's the main event? So if you guys want to see a live stream with Real Talk Boxing, Anthony Yarde versus Lyndon Arthur, if I get 10 people to say, yes, we want to see that, then I'll go live. But don't forget, Danny Garcia versus Errol Spence live stream party tonight. That main event only, none of the undercard. I will be coming to you guys about 20, 30 minutes before that. So don't forget that, because I'll be doing that live stream regardless if I do the Yarde versus Arthur. And I'm going to have a special guest tonight. My crazy mother-in-law is coming to watch the fight with me. She's a fight fan, and she's been really, studying and watching and analyzing fights. And hopefully she don't get too loud. And, she actually might get me more views because she's crazy, y'all. But she said she was going to be on her best behavior. But we'll see. Time will tell. But shout out again to Sky the Great for mentioning this to me, man, and reminding me. Thank you. And as always, man, respect all, fear none. God bless. Until the next time, Real Talk Boxing, baby, we gone.